Hey guys, it's Fee, and I thought I would do a tag tonight. There's actually a whole bunch of tags out there that I've been meaning to do, and there's a bunch of new ones that I really would like to do. So, I don't know how this is going to work out, but I've been trying to keep myself busy lately. Got a couple of things on my mind that I want to keep out of my mind. So, I may do some tag videos, maybe one a day over the next, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. We'll see how this goes. I make no guarantees. So I actually technically I did a tag video yesterday with Things This Week #1 through Lisa and her Things This Week channel. So I will consider that to be tag video #1 of the Fee Tag Fest. And like I said, I make no guarantees, but right now I'm thinking that there's a bunch of tag videos that I'd like to do, and as long as time permits, I will maybe do one a day or one every other day for a little while. Keep myself busy. So, the one I'm going to do today, I am sure has maybe been out there for a little longer than I realize, or maybe not, but I saw it done by Jana, which is, her channel is Cook for My Kids, and I will link her below in case you are not subscribed to her. She's pretty cool. And she did, just a couple days ago, 10 things I will never do. And I thought that was kind of cool. So I started thinking about it, and you know what? It's kind of hard to think of 10 things you'll never do. I mean, I could have done, like, I don't know, funny stuff like, I'll never be the Queen of England, or, I'll never mix up Ewok with Wookiee. Goofy stuff. But I kind of wanted it to be, I don't know, a little bit more serious. Things that, like, I really and truly would never do. And it's, it's hard to think of. I would consider this like a anti-bucket list. Bucket lists are much easier to come up with. So I did come up with 10 things that are true to myself. And right off the top, I have vertigo. So there's 3 things that pop into my brain right away that I could never be paid enough money in the world to do. And that is bungee jump and get in a helicopter. Those things scare the tar out of me. And I will never pay someone to jump out of a perfectly good airplane. Skydiving. So that's 3 things right off the top. Those are pretty easy. Those came to my brain right away. So after that, I would say that I would never knowingly shoot an animal. Which I don't know if that's kind of hypocritical because I'm not vegetarian. I do eat meat, but I don't think I could ever claim responsibility for, I don't know, pulling the trigger or wielding the knife. Hypocritical as it may be, I could never do it. I could never do it. On the animal side, I could never have a pet snake or tarantula. I wouldn't sleep. They are not allowed in the same house with me. At all. Ever. Under no circumstance. Ever, ever, ever. Okay, so that's what? 5? I will never visit Antarctica or any other area of the world where it hits like a bazillion degrees below 0. Fee does not like anything below 60 degrees. Now, I know what you're thinking. I live near Chicago. What in the heck am I thinking? I was born here and I just haven't had a chance to move out. One day I will be in Phoenix, guarantee it. So I will never visit Antarctica or any place cold because I can't, I hate it. I hate Chicago cold. That kind of cold, that's a whole nother ballgame. No. I will never do Botox. I just, the concept of injecting that stuff into my body for any, I don't care if I end up looking like a prune. I'm not going to inject chemicals under my skin to fool the wrinkles and fool the sands of time. Yeah, no, not my thing. Doesn't sound, doesn't compute with Fee. 8. I'm going to show a little bit of my geek here. I'm a programmer, so, I have the geek card. I will never create a password that doesn't at least have one number or one letter in it. I'm a little bit nuts with that. None of my passwords will ever be something, you know, easy. It has to have at least one number, yeah, or one symbol in it, and the rest characters. There might be a couple of capitals tossed in there in random places. Yeah, geek card, what can I tell you? Number 9, I will never knowingly enter a haunted house, like a Halloween-y haunted house or a fun house, or any place that clowns can potentially reside. Not gonna happen. No, not. The only way it'd get me in there is tied up, kicking and screaming and dragging me. Yeah, no, that would never happen. On that same token, I will never enter a coal mine, because I've seen way too many movies that involve coal mines, and they're just creepy, and I would be paranoid that something would happen and I would be stuck down there forever. That's kind of along the same lines. They're just creepy. I know clowns don't reside there, but ghosts might. And the 10th thing I will never do. I actually asked my husband. I said, hey, what is it that I'll never do? And right away, right off the top of his head, like in a matter of a second, he's like, you'll never do fantasy football. And you know what? He's right. I would never do fantasy football. Oh my God. I have no explanation for that. It just annoys the tar out of me. Probably because my husband has 2 separate leagues, and football season kind of interrupts our marriage. It's no joke. So I think that was 10 things, right? I could probably think of more, but like I said, I didn't want it to be too funny, but and more like fee related. But on the other side of that fence, I did think of something, just a little bonus material I wanted to toss at the end here, just because I did think it was funny, but really true. Those of you who've been subscribed to me know I'm from and reside in the Chicago area. I believe I mentioned that earlier. And there are certain things around this city that would qualify for things that I would never do. And they're hilarious and they're true. But unfortunately, if you're not from Chicago or you haven't lived in Chicago, you probably are not going to get these. But I'm going to toss them out here anyways, because trust me, if you're from this area, it qualifies. It does. Okay, first on my list of things that I will never do as a Chicago person is I will never wear a Sox jersey. No. And if someone puts it on me when I'm dead, I will haunt them. I will never root for Green Bay, ever, under any circumstances. Sorry, you Wisconsinites out there, but hey, it's part of the territory. I will never be on the 290 heading east at 8 a.m. on a Monday or going west at 5 p.m. on a Friday. That is just a disaster waiting to happen. I will never try to explain lake effect to someone who is not from Chicago. And see, if you're not from Chicago right now, you're going, what the heck is lake effect? See, I told you. I will never use a piece of furniture in the middle of winter to save my parking spot. And I swear to God, I am not kidding. People do this. It's not a joke. It does happen here. And the last one, Chicago related, I will never fold my pizza in half like a sandwich to eat it. And I will never refer to it as pie. Nothing against you New York people, but this is where I was born, and doing that to pizza is just a little weird to me. That's it. That's all I got. So the first half of this was fee related, and the second half of it was funny Chicago related. I hope you enjoyed this. I tag anybody who's watching this. Tell us what your 10 things are that you would never do. Or if you can think of more than 10, hey, why not? We're all ears, right? I will maybe talk to you guys in a day or two with another tag video.